How y'all doing? This is Brother Holly here on Brother Holly Speaks. Alright, this is the second Sabbath teaching for today. And hopefully we'll explain some things at the first teaching kind of left off. The first teaching for the day was how to know if you're an Israelite. Now, there are some who are out there preaching and teaching at this current time that if you're not an Israelite, there ain't no hope for you. But let me rest assured that Brother Holly is not in that camp. Not at all. Because the scriptures are not in that camp. And I myself try to stay with what the scriptures say. You know, I know that the people believe in all kinds of things out there and saying all kinds of things out there. But I just got to stick with what the word says. I'm sorry. Yah has made a provision for the nations, and I'm here to show the people of the nations the provision that the Most High Yah made for them to enjoy salvation. Y'all ready to go? Let's go. I'm looking here in Isaiah chapter 56. Let's start reading at verse 1. Thus saith Yahuwah, God right ruling, and do righteousness, for near is my deliverance to come, and my righteousness to be revealed. Blessed is the man who does this, and the son of man who lays hold on it, guarding the Sabbath, lest he profane it, and guarding his hand from doing any evil. And let not the son of the foreigner, or the stranger, who is joining himself to Yahuwah, speak, saying, Yahuwah has certainly separated me from his people. The stranger is told explicitly not to say that Yahuwah has separated him from his people. The stranger who does the things that please Yahuwah has a place. And let's keep on reading. Isaiah 56. Let's keep reading. Let's continue reading verse 3. As Yahuwah has certainly separated me from his people, let not the eunuch say, look, I am a dry tree. Verse 4. For thus says Yahuwah, to the eunuchs who guard my Sabbaths, and have chosen what pleases me, and lay hold fast to my covenant. To them shall I give in my house, within my walls, a place and a name better than that of sons and daughters. I give them an everlasting name that is not cut off. Also the sons of the foreigner who join themselves to Yahuwah to serve him, and to love the name of Yahuwah, to be his servants, all who guard my Sabbath, and not profane it, and hold fast to my covenant. To them shall I bring to my Kodesh, or holy mountain, and let them rejoice in my house of prayer. Their burnt offerings and their slaughterings are accepted on my altar, for my house is called a house of prayer for all the people. The Master Yahuwah, this is verse 8, Isaiah 56 verse 8. The Master Yahuwah, who gathers the outcasts of Israel, declares, I gather still others to him besides those who are gathered with him. So, we see in Isaiah 56 that the Most High has made provision for people other than Israelites to enjoy salvation, to come into the Kodesh mountain, to come into Mount Zion, to make sacrifices that are fit and holy before him. Now, these sacrifices spoken of in Isaiah 56, these burnt sacrifices, are done away with through the sacrifice of Yahuwah HaMashiach, or who the world calls Jesus Christ. He is the sacrifice for sin, once and for all. There is no more burnt sacrifices, no more killing lambs, goats, bulls, and all that. That's all passed away. Behold, the new has come, the new being that through his body in the tree, Yahuwah HaMashiach, brought back salvation for all who believe on him. Jew and Gentile, bond and free, all who believe on him. Now, Right now, a lot of Hebrew brothers are like bailing out. He gone crazy. We thought Brother Howard was one of us. I am one of you. I too am a Hebrew. I too am an Israelite. I too keep the Sabbath. But it says right here, brothers, it says right here, sisters, that if a foreigner or a Gentile keeps the Sabbath, lay holds on the covenant, and does what's pleasing in Yahuwah's sight, he'll be accepted. I can't argue your point if you can't accept what Yah says. I'm going to side with Yah. If Yah said the Gentiles can come in if they meet the requirements, who am I to say any different? Who are you to say any different? It's not my salvation. I didn't provide it. I didn't die for them. Yahusha did. Did he die for us? Yes, he did. But did he extend salvation to them? Yes, he did. Do you not read in the book of Acts, brothers and sisters, that there were Gentiles at synagogue on the Sabbath when Paul and Silas and Paul and Barnabas went and preached? What were these Gentiles doing at Sabbath? Following Sabbath? Maybe they read Isaiah 56 and they laid hold on the covenant. And it says you gotta do three things. Take hold of the covenant, quit polluting the Sabbath, and do what's pleasing in his sight. So let's see from the scriptures some of the things that are pleasing in his sight. Let's turn over to the book of Romans, chapter 12. Let's start reading at verse 9. It says, let love be without hypocrisy. Shrink from what is wicked. Cling to what is good. In brotherly love, tenderly loving toward one another. In appreciation, giving preference to each other. Not idle in duty. Don't be a slacker. Ardent in spirit. Serving the master. Rejoicing in expectancy. Enduring under pressure. Continually steadfastly in prayer. Imparting to the needs of the set apart ones, or the saints, pursuing kindness towards strangers. Bless those who persecute you, bless and do not curse. Rejoice with those who rejoice, and weep with those who weep. Be of the same mind toward one another. Do not be proud in mind, but go along with the lowly. Do not be wise in your own estimation. Repay no one evil for evil. Respect what is right in the sight of all men. If possible, on your part, be at peace with everybody, with all men. Beloved, do not revenge yourselves, but give place to the wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith Yahuwah. Instead, if your enemy hungers, feed him. If he thirsts, give him a drink. For in doing so, you shall heap coals of fire on his head. Do not be overcome with evil, but overcome evil with good. Now here's a list of activities for you to do to please the Most High. If you act like that, you'll be pleasing in the Most High's eyes. No matter who you are. If you lay hold of the covenant, believe on the one who held the cup. I'm going to make this point every time. The one who held the cup and said, this is the blood of the new covenant. Lay hold of him. Call out to the name of Yahushua HaMashiach for salvation. And you shall be saved. And don't pollute the Sabbath. Keep the Sabbath Kodesh, which means holy. Don't do your own work. Don't speak your own words. And don't live your own breath. And don't live your own pleasures. Not on his day. All praise to the Most High Yah.